Good morning guys and welcome to another beautiful day in Vientiane. I just woke up about half an hour ago, grabbed some breakfast in my hostel, and I've got to check out in about an hour and a half, but there's one temple that's about a 5-minute walk away from where I'm staying, and I thought fuck it, I might as well go and check it out while I'm here. As you guys well know, I've probably seen over 100 temples in the last 3 months that I've been on the road, but I haven't seen any in Laos, so I thought I'd give this temple a chance. Why not? So I'm going to go to the temple, have a walk around it for half an hour. Obviously I'll show you guys the temple and try and tell you a little bit more about it if I can find out a bit more, and then I'm going to go back to the hostel, grab a shower, check out, and then looking to getting a bus to Vieng for this afternoon. It's only about 3 hours away, Vieng, so it should be relatively easy. But in the meantime, let's go and check out this temple. This is Sisakat temple. It's about a 5-minute walk from kind of the riverfront. The Mekong runs straight through Vientiane and actually acts as the natural border between Laos and Thailand. So you can literally see Thailand over the Mekong. And when I walk past the Mekong in a bit, if I do, I'll get you guys a shot of the Mekong because the river is insane. And then you'll also get to see the other side of the river, which is Thailand. This is kind of all of the temple, and there are kind of temple buildings everywhere. So just going to get a few shots around here. Guys, so what you'll see behind me and surrounding pretty much the entire kind of temple area are, I guess, tombstones. If we look at this one, it's particularly elaborate, with 2 lions guarding the statue, and you'll see the photo in the middle there of the couple that are laid to rest here, which is pretty interesting. They're literally, like, every single one of these that you see is a different tombstone, and I imagine the smaller ones are people who weren't quite as wealthy as the big ones, because some of the big ones are absolutely insane. So they must have had quite a bit of dollar to be able to kind of get themselves a tombstone in the middle of the temple. Guys, the entrance fee is 10,000 kip, which is about £1. But I walked in, looked really confused at the lady, said something mumbled in English, and she said, "Oh yeah, go for it." So I don't think I had to pay, which was a little bit weird. But this is kind of the main temple complex. Well, that's the kind of big temple building, and then in all of these cloisters are images of Buddha, and there are hundreds of them. Guys, so one of the reasons the temples are kind of half Hindu, half Buddhism is that prior to the Khmer, Laos was Hindu, and then after Khmer it was Buddhism. So now they kind of have a conglomerate of Hinduism and Buddhism. So the temples have various different kind of styles to them, and similar to the Buddha Park yesterday, which was part Hindu and part Buddhist, which is a little bit of history of, you know, why it's Hindu and Buddhist. So guys, the temple that I just went into, you're not allowed to film in, so I snuck a couple of sneaky shots on the GoPro. What was interesting to see was the 2 guys, and hopefully I got a shot of them, which I can show you now. There were 2 guys who were restoring the original paintings. Now they weren't painting over it or anything, but they were kind of cleaning it and restoring it, which was pretty interesting to see, because obviously this building's 1800, so 300 years old, and obviously, you know, wear and tear, it needs some sort of restoration, so it was quite interesting just to see them kind of cleaning the paintings and trying to make them look a little bit better. There's not much else to see at this temple. It is pretty similar to kind of all other temples, but it is really interesting to learn more about the mix of Buddhism and Hinduism. And as you'll hear in the background, there is a massive gong which emits a pretty beautiful sound. So we're pretty much done at this temple. Let's see what else there is to find. Guys, so I thought I'd get another shot of the presidential palace, because when I was here last night, although it looked pretty cool, it wasn't as lit up as it could have been, and it's actually a really impressive building during the day. You've got the Laos flag just in the top corner there flying, and it's a really beautiful building, so I thought I'd get you a quick shot of that because it's just quite a nice building to look at. Guys, I'm just outside one of the hostels. This was the cheapest place to book the bus to Vientiane, so I managed to get the bus ticket for 40,000 kip, which is £4, so it's pretty cheap for a sort of 3-4 hour bus ride. Gonna jump on the bus, get to Vientiane. Patricia and Max are staying here one more day, and then I think they're going to join me in Vientiane tomorrow morning. So I'm going to have a night in Vientiane tonight on my own, which is fine. I'm quite kind of looking forward to it. Hopefully meet some cool people in the hostel I'm staying at, and can go and explore a bit of Vientiane at night. It's meant to be beautiful up there, so I'm quite looking forward to getting out of the cities, because we've pretty much just been in cities for the past kind of week or so, and I'm kind of up for a bit of fresh air and open countryside. So let's jump on this bus, get to Vientiane. Guys, we're about halfway to Vientiane. Just stopped at a little place for a restroom break, and it's pretty bloody beautiful. I've really liked Laos so far. It's a lot different to what I expected it to be like, but there's kind of, we're literally at a truck stop, and there's kind of the mountains all around, the sun's shining, the weather's beautiful, there's all the buses, and it's absolutely beautiful. Couldn't really be happier about being here. So it should be in Vientiane in about an hour and a half, and obviously when I get there I'll show you Vientiane. Just arrived in Vientiane, and from what it looks like so far, it's pretty epic. This is just the temple I'm walking past, and as you can see in the background, we're just surrounded by mountains. It looks really quite beautiful. The sun's just going down, so I'm going to go and dump my bags at the hostel, which should be about another 2 or 3 minute walk away, and then I'm going to go and explore. So let's go and see what Vientiane's got to offer. So I met loads of people in the hostel to go and have a drink with, and we ended up in a place called Earth Bar. They do really nice burgers. I just had a delicious burger, but the guys playing music are fucking awful. I just took a clip of them playing the music, and it probably sounded alright, but when they start singing, it is a fucking travesty. So I'll try and get some film of them singing, because it is awful. Guys, as always, that's it for today. Just back in the hostel, had a few drinks with a few of the guys tonight, and went to a weird bar where I got some of the terrible music they were playing. Just going off to sleep now. But tomorrow we are going to go and explore all around Vientiane. There's some beautiful scenery around, so I'm looking forward to seeing some of the scenery. But as always, that's it for tonight. So remember to give the video a thumbs up, carry on sharing, subscribing, carry on following the adventure, and I will see you guys tomorrow when we go and explore a lot more of Vientiane. Peace out for now, guys.